Bonjour everyone and welcome to today's session. We will be looking at lesson 1, Didou à l'école. Didou apprend le français. Taken from Apprenons le français, book 0 and book 1, which are widely used in CBSE affiliated schools in India. This lesson is an introduction to basic French communication skill for beginners. Once again, soyez le bienvenu. You're welcome to our class. To start the class, as I was saying in my introduction, today's topic, this is a book, I'm using, the book that I'm using is Apprenons le français, book 0 and book 1 that I combined together and I listed some lessons. So you are going to enjoy like a 20 lesson for this, and all the lesson I give a topic to them. So today's lesson is a lesson 1 and the topic is Didou à l'école. Didou apprend le français. What that one mean? Didou in school. Didou is learning French. So in this topic, which is a Didou à l'école, Didou apprend le français, Didou in school, Didou is learning French, we are going to learn 6 points. So those 6 points that I'm going to list here, we have greetings. That is the first point. We are going to learn greetings. The second point, we learn French alphabet. The third point, we learn how to present yourself. The fourth point, we are going to learn some questions about self-presentation. And the fifth point, we are going to learn how to present someone. And the last point, we are going to learn subject pronouns. We have subject pronouns. We are going to learn some pronouns, which is a subject pronouns. So these are the 6 points we are going to learn in this lesson, which is a lesson 1. Didou à l'école. Didou apprend le français. Didou in school. Didou is learning French. The first point, which is a greeting in French, we say greeting as what? Les salutations. Can you repeat? Les salutations. Les salutations mean greetings. And I'm going to give you some points that are very important that you need to take note about in these greetings, les salutations. We have le jour. Le jour means the day. Le matin. Le matin is morning. Le jour. Le jour. It means the day. Again, le jour. Le matin. It means morning. Again, le matin. It means morning. L'après-midi. L'après-midi means afternoon. Le soir. Le soir. Le soir means evening. La nuit. La nuit. La nuit means night. Bon. Bon. Bon means good. That is a feminine and masculine form, but it's an adjective. In French, we have masculine and feminine for adjective. So sometimes the spelling and the pronunciation is different sometimes. Where the feminine form is a bon. Here you sound the N. Bon spelling is B-O-N. The N remains silent in French. So the feminine form you now put is what? The spelling B-O-N-N-E. So the E that is there, it will make sound the N that precedes the E. So we now say bon is good for something masculine or for male person. Ah, il est bon. Ah, is a good person. C'est une bonne personne. Il est bon. If it's a lady now, you now say elle est bonne. Elle est bonne. You sound the N. Elle est bonne means she's good. So bon. Bon means good for masculine form. Bonne. Bon means good for feminine form. So we can put those words together. Now, I said earlier, bon jour. Jour means day. So bon plus jour now become bonjour. Bon plus bon means good. Jour means deux. Bon plus jour now become bonjour. But pay attention. Bonjour is not mean good. Bonjour doesn't mean good day. Bonjour means good morning. But if you are breaking it, you not think that it means good day. So many people use it bonjour as a good. It's not good day. It means good morning. It means good morning. The best translation of bonjour is good morning. Good morning. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi means good afternoon. Bon après-midi means good afternoon. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Bonsoir means good evening. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit means good night. So these are the words is very important when we are talking about greeting. You know, in a day we have morning in a day, we have afternoon in a day, we have evening in a day, we have night in a day. So we can use it. We can use good and hard for each of them to have the greetings in French. De jour, bonjour. We have afternoon, après-midi, bon après-midi. We have evening, soir, bonsoir. We have night, nuit, bonne nuit. So you see, this is you have all the type of greeting by knowing that we have four moments of the day. You are use the 4 moments of the day to get you to the greeting in French. Once more, I'm going to say it. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour means good morning. Bon après-midi, there's a join. I join it together. When you have 2 words, the first word ends with a consonant and the second word starts with a vowel, you join it together to match it is allowed. But there's an exception. Like I always said it, there's an exception. French is full of rules and exceptions. So they can say to do that, but it's not allowed for other way. But we are going to do in some words is not allowed. So we are going to, there's an exception always, there's a restriction that you need to follow. There's an instruction, there's a explanation, there's an instruction you need to follow, which is a very important to understand. Good, how to spell, how to say it fluently, how to speak French in a few class. So if you are there, if you just join, you are watching this video, please help me to subscribe to promote this channel. And also any question that you have, you can comment. You can go to the comment section and then put all your doubts or all that you need to know. And I'm there. I will make sure I'm going to reply you in a few moments. I'm always, if you comment, you are going to get always my response. So now let's continue. In French, we have formal and informal way of greetings. In French, we have formal and informal way of greetings. So as you want to greet an adult and you want to greet your mate or a friend, there's a 2 way to say that. So I can come back to this subject, which is a tu. Tu means you, but is used in informal way. Tu means you, but it means you informal. And we have vous. Vous, it means you also, but is a formal way. So tu is used among friends and junior ones. And we use vous for adults, for teacher, for parents, for senior ones that you is used for. So now let us talk about informal way of greetings. Informal way I put informal way of greetings. This way is used among friends, mates, or junior ones. So let me just give you some point that where we use informal way. We have salut. Salut means hello or hi. You know, in English we use hello or hi for everybody, but in French we can use it if it is your mate or your junior one. You say salut. You cannot greet an adult and use salut, but in some area in France or Canada, so we can in Quebec, in some area in Quebec or in France, so we can they are still using it. It has become a culture, but in a good way, in a good manner. It is used only for junior one or your mate. That is a salut. Salut, salut, salut. Salut mean hello or hi. We have Comment ça va? So this one, it has become a general word for everybody. Everybody use it for adult, they use it for junior one, but it's only used for junior ones or your mate, which is a comment ça va. Comment ça va? It has become a collective way to say how are you. It has become a general way to say how are you, because it means how are you, yes, but we use it for junior ones and your mate only. Comment ça va? Comment ça va mean how are you? Comment ça va is not comment cover. There's a cedilla. English doesn't have to this. I can come back to this way that many people use for a football team is a Barcelona. In the Barcelona, the short form in Spain, in Spanish, they all say Barça, because there's a cedilla under the C. Look at that C. It has a cedilla. I discovered this one in some Anglophone country, in some English speaking country, they always call Baka, Baka, Baka. So it has become common. But how many people you want to correct that is not written Baka, is Basa? But they are little right also, because that C, it is not in French alphabet. We call it C cedilla. There's a something under the C, you see like a 5. So that thing is turning the C in front of A, in front of O, in front of U as a S. You now give the sound of C in front of O, in front of A, in front of U. When we have that one under the C, it turns the C to S. Unless when the C is there without that cedilla in front of A, in front of O, in front of U, it becomes K. Like a C and A, it becomes K. C and O is Ko. But if there's a cedilla under the C and O become so. The C and A become sa. So the cedilla is very important, because I hear many people say comma cover. It's not comma cover, it is comma sava. Comma sava mean how are you? It's used for junior one. Comma sava mean how are you? Let's continue. Comment ça va? I'm going to the next page. We have comment vas-tu? Yes, if you don't want to say comment ça va, you can also say comment vas-tu to junior one or your mate. Comment vas-tu? Comment vas-tu? Comment vas-tu mean how are you? Comment vas-tu mean how are you? We have comma. The word comma mean how. Ça va? We have the word, we can use only ça va with question mark. You have to raise a little your voice. So because that question mark is we call it intonation. So ça va is not, if you say ça va mean I'm fine. Ça va. But ça va, it means are you okay? Are you fine? Are you okay? It's like is a way to ask a question in French. In French, to turn a positive statement, we have 3 ways to turn a positive statement. The same statement, we can turn it in a 3 way to ask question. We have intonation. Like an example, I can give you, you speak French, tu parles français. I can turn this positive statement to a question form in 3 ways. Tu parles français. In the first one, we have intonation. I can keep the sentence like that. Instead of full stop in written, I'll change it to question mark. I'll now that is why we call it intonation. You raise your voice at the end of last word. Tu parles français? Tu parles français? The normal statement is tu parles français. Is a declaration, is declarative. Is an affirmation. So tu parles français. But to turn it a question form, you can keep the same sentence in written. Instead of full stop, it is a question mark. Tu parles français? It means do you speak French? Tu parles français? Do you speak French? That is the intonation. Another way we call it inversion. So it's not inversion, is a adding. Sorry, before inversion, I'm going to talk about another way whereby we add sk, like a do you. We are doing do you, we are adding do you. Sk mean is it, the literally meaning of sk, it means is it that. So, but in English we can say do you, but literally it means is it that. So if we now put sk, the son, say it sk in front of the sentence to turn it to any positive sentence, you just add sk. That is the easy form for me. So you just add sk and to get a question form. Est-ce que tu parles français? Est-ce que tu parles, any positive sentence and you want to turn it to a question easy way, just think about the word est-ce que. You just add est-ce que in front of the sentence. Est-ce que tu parles français? Do you speak French? Est-ce que tu parles français? Do you speak French? Another form also is there. We have the third way is the inversion, is where we swap, we change the verb and subject interchange. So the verb that is a common in English. So we use the verb in front of the subject. Instead of subject, verb, object, it now become verb, subject of an object. It now become, so in my sentence, tu parles français, parle means to speak, parle is my verb, tu mean you, and français means French. So I'll now change parle and tu. I'll now become parles-tu français, parles-tu français, parles-tu français means do you speak French? So we have tu parles français, est-ce que tu parles français? Parles-tu français for me is the second way that is the easy way. Is the longest by if you are writing, but is the easy way because est-ce que tu parles français? I didn't stress myself, but in that inversion also there is some stuff you need to focus when you are doing it. So like a hyphen between the verb and subject, you put a tire, a dash, there's a hyphen between verb and subject, but sometimes when the verb ends with a vowel and the subject starts with a vowel, we have to put T, hyphen, T, and hyphen. So there's a dash, T, you borrow the T. T is a borrowing word. Just the T will help us to pronounce the word very well. I can give you an example. Il va à l'école. He is going to school. Il va à l'école. You know, va end with A and il start with a I. So I want to make it the inversion. I cannot say va il. You say I'm breaking. Va il. Just to avoid this break, it now become va-t-il à l'école? You see, I flow well. Va-t-il à l'école? But someone say va-il, you know, va-il is break. You are breaking. So va-t-il à l'école? Va-t-il à l'école? So inversion form also we have some things that you need to focus on. Is very important. Thank you. I continue on the formal way. I finish with the informal way. Let's go to the formal way of greeting. Formal way of greeting. This way is used for teacher, parent, adult, or senior ones. Example. But you know, before I say salut, salut is used for junior one, right? But if it's the adult you want to greet, you say bonjour, bonjour monsieur, bonjour madame, bonjour Saïd, bonjour Paul, bonjour Valérie. So we have bonjour. Bonjour means good morning. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour means good morning, not bonjour. I hear many people say bonjour. It is not bonjour. It's bonjour. The J you are seeing is like a G in French. There is not bonjour. It's bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour means good morning. Comment allez-vous? Yes, look at the way of how are you for adults. If you want to say how are you to adult, to senior one, you cannot say comment ça va, you cannot say comment vas-tu, you say comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous, monsieur? Comment allez-vous, dad? Comment allez-vous, mon père? Comment allez-vous, ma mère? Comment allez-vous, papa? Comment allez-vous, maman? Yes. Comment allez-vous, papa? How are you, dad? Comment allez-vous, maman? How are you, mom? So you cannot use comment ça va, but comment ça va, as I say earlier, it has become a collective way of saying how are you to everybody. It has become a how do you call a general use, collective way. Let's say collective way, yes, to use to say how are you. So let's continue. I'm done with the formal way of greeting. Now, how to reply to a greeting. How to reply to a greeting, example of greeting like a comment ça va. How to reply to comment ça va. We have 4 ways to reply to comment ça va. So when somebody say comment ça va, you can say ça va bien merci. Ça va bien merci. Ça va bien merci. It means I am fine, thank you. Ça va bien merci. I am fine, thank you. When someone say comment ça va, you can also say ça va mal. Ça va mal means not fine. Like I am not fine. Ça va mal. Oh, ça va mal ce matin. I'm not fine this morning. Ça va mal. Ça va mal. Oh, everybody will be well. Tout le monde sera en bonne santé. Ça va bien pour tout le monde. So if somebody greets you and you are not feeling okay, you are not fine. You say, somebody say comment ça va? You say ça va mal. Ça va mal. Ça va mal means not fine. You can also reply comment ça va by saying pas mal. Pas mal, it means not bad. How are you? Not bad. It means that you are fine. Comment ça va? Pas mal. Pas mal. It means not bad. You can also reply comment ça va by saying comme si comme ça. Comment ça va? Comme si comme ça. Comme si comme ça means not fine, not bad. It means like this, like that. Literally, it means like this, like that. Comme si comme ça. Like this, like that. Like this way, that way. This way, that way. Comme si comme ça. Like this, like that. Like this, like that. Like this, like that. So, not fine, not bad. So, how to say goodbye in French? How to say goodbye in French? How to say goodbye in French? Well, I give you some way to say goodbye in French. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. AU is O. And OI become OA. And you now sign the R. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir means goodbye. Bye bye. See you again. Au revoir means goodbye. Bye bye. See you again. It can mean all the three. It can mean goodbye. It can mean bye bye. It can mean see you again. Au revoir. Another way to say goodbye, you can, when you go to someone's place in evening or night and you are leaving the person, you can say bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit means good night. Another way to say goodbye, you can say à bientôt. À bientôt. À bientôt means see you soon. Another way to say goodbye, you can say à tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure means see you very soon. Another way to say goodbye is à demain. À demain. À demain means see you tomorrow. À demain means see you tomorrow. Before I continue, sometimes if I'm going fast, you can pause it and you can zoom to the document. You'll see what I'm saying, because I always spend more time to prepare a document than to come and display here in my YouTube channel. I can spend 2 hours or 3 hours or beyond that to prepare a document for you, and then so I can make my presentation for 10 minutes or 20 minutes for a document that I use almost 5 hours to prepare. Okay, yes, let's continue. So the second point is the alphabet, les alphabets français. Les alphabets français is a French alphabet. So as you know, we have 26 letters of alphabet in French, in English, and we have the same 6 letters of alphabet in French. That is why French and English, most of the time we have like a 65% of words, we are written them the same way, and they have the same meaning also. It's only the pronunciation that is different most of the time. So if you have a dictionary, a bilingual dictionary, English and French, French-English, you will discover that we have at least 60 to 65% of words. We write them the same way, only the pronunciation is always different. Like a communication. So we have communication. Information. We have information. Information. Important. We have important. So this is the same spelling and the same meaning, but it's only the pronunciation that is always different. So now we have, I'm not going to focus on alphabet because most of us, we know the alphabet already, but we have some words that some letters I'm going to focus. Look at here, we have in English we have 5 vowels, but in French we have 6 vowels. It becomes 20 consonants. In English we have 21 consonants and 5 vowels, but in French we have 20 consonants and 6 vowels. What is the 6th one? The same vowel in English plus Y, the letter Y. That Y is a vowel. Most of the time, even in English, the Y sometimes give the sound as a E, like a study, pity, tiny, carry, worry. The Y give the I sound, which is a E, I sound. So E sound, which is the I. So now, so the same thing, but French now French now discover that this Y can also be, it can play the role of consonant as well. It can play the role yeri, can play the role of consonant yeri, but most of the time we put it as it make it 6 vowel in French. But I'm going to focus on these 5 vowel only. We have I, E, O, U, A. And I'll break the A into 4 ways. because of accent. We have some accent from down. Look at my left hand. From down, if you are going to up, the up is going to right your right hand position. Your right hand, you take it from your left hand down and you go up. That is we call it what? Acute accent. That is an acute accent. When the acute accent is there on the E, you dip it A, A. But when but now your left hand, you take it from the right hand down and you go up. That is a grave accent. Your right hand, you are using your left hand. You are using your left hand, but you position it the position you position it towards your right hand. Down, the down will touch your right hand, like where your right hand is now. Right now, you take it there, you put your left hand there on your right hand, and you take it up your left hand. That is a grave accent in a vertical, like it can be oblique way. It's not vertical, it can be oblique. Yes, in this position, you take it up. That is a grave accent. The sound on when that accent is there on E, it gives us the sound E. The sound E. And both of them together, grave, acute and grave together, it becomes a cap. It becomes like this on E. Yes, it looks like a cap on E. It becomes like this on E, like a cap. It becomes like this on E. If it look like a cap on E, it is sound E. So we have A, E, O, U, E, 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 E. Say it after me. A, E, O, U, E, 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 E. A, E, O, U, E, 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 E. So this is we are going to talk about IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. It will help you to read French word easy way. Do you know that A and I together, it becomes the sound E? Anytime you see A and I inside a word, either at the beginning or at the middle or at the end of a word, A and I give us the sound E. E and I also give us the sound E. ES give us the sound E. Don't pronounce the S. EST give us the sound E. Don't pronounce the S and T. So A and I is E and I is E and S is EST is Another sound again. E and T give us the A sound. E and T give us the A sound. E and D is A sound. E and R is A sound. But E and R when it is at the end of a word. If E and R is at the middle or at the beginning of a word, it becomes R. Ergonometric. Perdre. But when it is there at the end, is A. Chanter, manger, parler, danser, regarder. So A and O, it gives us O sound. Sorry, A and U. A and U give us O sound. EAU, it gives us O sound. I'll continue. O and U give us O sound. O and U together is a U. Double O. Cool. Book. O and U give us U. O and I give us UA. OI is a UA. AN is is nasal. It's sound. It touch your nose. Nasal. E and N is also A and M is also E and M is also ON is OM is also AIN is N, like a 1, 2, 3 if you are counting. A and AIN is N. EIN is N. IN is N. IM is N. That's why we have important. And I didn't say important, not important. IM is N. UN is N also. So the third one, thank you. If you have any question about what I just said on the second point, you can comment. You can go to the comment section, comment, and make sure that I'm going to reply you. You can zoom it also, and then you pause it and zoom it to see the document also. And then don't forget also to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So the third point that we are going to learn today is se présenter. Se présenter means to present yourself. How to present yourself in French. To introduce yourself in French, we have to consider these 5 points. First first before any other sentence. We have to consider these 5 points first before any other sentences or any other point that I want to add. First point is the name. Second one is age. Third one is a profession. Fourth one is a nationality. Fifth one is address. Again, first one is name. Second one is age. Third one is profession. Fourth one is a nationality. And fifth one is address. So how are you going to use it in a sentence to present yourself? I'm going to explain. So we have présentez-vous en français. Présentez-vous en français. They can ask you this question. Present yourself in French. Présentez-vous en français means present yourself in French. How to present yourself? We have name. So if you want to use name, there's a verb. Because verbs are very, very important in any language that you are learning. So if you understand the verb, any other thing they will say, the verb will guide you to know, to grab the meaning of what they are saying. Because the action, what they are doing, what they want to do, what they ask you to do, they will use verb to communicate with you. So you have to grab the verb. If you know the verb, you understand the language they are spoken. Now, to give your name, you need to think about this verb, s'appeler. S'appeler means to be called. You want to give your age, you have to think about this verb, avoir. Avoir means to have. Don't get me wrong. In English, you want to give your age, you say, I am 10 years old, I am 20, I am 40 years old, I am 45 years old, so on, so on. So now, but in English we used to be to express our age, like I am. So in French, you cannot use literally translation in French, because in French, they let us know that we are not, we can't be the age, but we are having age. What the age that you have this year, you are going to add one. You will add one to that age, so you are having. So now in French, we used to have. Is to have we use to express the age. It means avoir. Avoir means to have. Because I'm saying this, many people when they say in English to translate, I am, because I am means je suis. Je suis is what you are. Je suis. But when they say je suis, I am 20 years old, I am 45 years old, I am 50 years old. So you are not going to say je suis 20, je suis 40. No, j'ai 20 ans, j'ai 40 ans, j'ai 50 ans. That is what you are going to say. So now, the third one we have profession. In profession, we use être, which is a to be. And the fourth one, we have nationality. We use also être, which is a to be. And the fifth one is address, which is we use habiter. Habiter means to live, where you live. So these are the 5 points, and this is the verb we need to focus to. Now let's say to describe ourselves. I can use it based on this verb. I can say je m'appelle. Je m'appelle means my name is. Je m'appelle, my name is, and say it and add your name there. You see that you are trying to give your name. Say je m'appelle and plus your name. It means my name is plus your name. Je m'appelle. And you want to say the age, you say j'ai plus the number, and don't forget to say un. J'ai 20 ans. J'ai 10 ans. J'ai 8 ans. J'ai 7 ans. But you can join it together. But let us break it down because it's a beginner. So you say, so there's a liaison with that an. So now, for profession, you say je suis plus your profession. For the nationality, is also je suis plus your nationality. There's a class that are coming on profession. You learn profession, you learn how to say your nationality, and other nationality you learn all in French. There's a class that are coming soon. Yes. Now we have j'habite à. J'habite, the last one is j'habite à plus your city, not a full address. Just say plus your city where you are right now. J'habite à Lagos. J'habite à Toronto. J'habite à Paris. J'habite à Delhi. J'habite à. So now let us give you another example. Name is what? Je m'appelle. Name, you say je m'appelle, my name is. Age is j'ai, I am. Profession is je suis, I am plus your profession. Nationality, you start with je suis plus your nationality. So address is you start with j'habite plus it means I live plus where you are right now. I'll give you example. Je m'appelle Didou, j'ai 7 ans, je suis élève, je suis canadien, j'habite à Québec. Again, je m'appelle Didou, j'ai 7 ans, je suis élève, je suis canadien, j'habite à Québec. It means my name is Didou. I am 7 years old. I am a student. I am a Canadian. I am Canadian, and then I live in Quebec. I live in Quebec. In French, we say Quebec. I live in Quebec. Now, there's an exercise for you. Exercise for you based on what I just in the example. You look at the exam and also you present your name in French by using this step. Name, those paragraphs that I gave you. Name, age, profession, nationality, and address. Do the same thing. Look at the exam and you do the same thing and you will get it. So if you have any question, comment on the go to the section comment section and then add your doubt and your question there and make sure that I'm going to reply you. Let's go to the fourth point. The fourth point is I tattoo it is what? Quelques questions pour se présenter. Some questions how to present yourself. We have formal way of question and we have informal ways of question as well. So let's start with the formal way of question. Formal way of question are used for senior ones like adults, teacher, and parent. Example, comment vous vous appelez? Comment vous vous appelez? It means what is your name for adults. Comment vous vous appelez? Comment vous vous appelez? Comment vous vous appelez means what is your name. Second, quel âge avez-vous? That is for adults, for teacher, for parent. So, quel âge avez-vous? Quel âge avez-vous? Quel âge avez-vous mean how old are you? How old are you? Third, quelle est votre profession? Quelle est votre profession? Quelle est votre profession mean what is your name? What is your name? Quelle est votre profession mean what is your profession? Sorry about that. Quelle est votre profession mean what is your profession? What is your profession? The fourth one. Quelle est votre nationalité? Quelle est votre nationalité? Quelle est votre nationalité means what is your nationality? Fifth one. Où habitez-vous? Où habitez-vous? Où habitez-vous means where do you live? Where do you live? Now let's go to informal way. Informal way of question are used for junior ones like a friend, mate, and junior. Example, comment tu t'appelles? You know, in informal for adult, I say comment vous vous appelez? It means what is your name? But in a junior, for junior ones now, comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles mean what is your name? What is your name? Second, quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? But for formal one, I say quel âge avez-vous? The difference is avez-vous. Quel âge avez-vous? But here we have quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu for junior one mean how old are you? Third one, quelle est ta profession? Quelle est ta profession mean what is your profession? Fourth one, quelle est ta nationalité? Quelle est ta nationalité mean what is your nationality? The fifth one, où habites-tu? That is for junior one. You know, before I say où habitez-vous? Où habitez-vous is for senior ones. But for junior ones, où habites-tu? Où habites-tu? Où habites-tu mean where do you live? This is the end of the fourth point. So if you have any question, please go to the comment section and write your doubt, write your question, and I'll make sure I'm going to reply you. Let's go to the fifth point, présenter in person, how to present someone. The different here, you are going to change the subject. You know, you present yourself by using I. But here we are going to use he or she because it can be a male or it can be a female we want to present. So let's start with presenting a male. To present a boy or a man, you use il. Exemple, we have il s'appelle Eric, il a 8 ans, il est élève, il est français, il habite à Paris. I'll repeat. Il s'appelle Eric, il a 8 ans, il est élève, il est français, il habite à Paris. It means his name is Eric, he is 8 years old, he is a student, he is French, and he lives in Paris. So to present a girl, you can do the same thing and present any boy or any friend, male friend that you have around you. So to present a girl, Elle s'appelle Anita. Elle a 10 ans. Elle est élève. Elle est anglaise. Elle habite à Londres. Again, elle s'appelle Anita. Elle a 10 ans. Elle est élève. Elle est anglaise. Elle habite à Londres. It means her name is Anita. She is 10 years old. She's a student. She's a English or she's British, and she's an English girl, and she's British, or she's British, and she lives in London. The last point, let's go to our last point. The last point is about subject pronouns, les pronoms sujets. This is a very, very important also. Les pronoms sujets, like in English, we have I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. The same way we have it in French, we have je mean I, tu mean you, informal, il mean he, elle mean she, nous mean we, vous mean you, formal, il plural form, il with S as well. But some teacher also pronounce the S on il to differentiate between il as a E and il as deux masculine or mixed. So they say ils, but the S remains silent. Il, that's why I say il plural. In il plural, deux is masculine form. Elle plural, some people say else to differentiate between elle and she. Elle plural form is deux feminine. So, and then this is the end. I can repeat again. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, elles. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, elles. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, elles. If you notice, we have 4 singular and 4 plural. Je, tu, il, elle. Je, tu, il, elle. Je, tu, il, elle. They are singular form. Nous, vous, elles. Nous, vous, elles. Nous, vous, elles. They are plural form. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, elles. Je, I, tu, you, informal. Il, he, elle, she. Nous, we, you, vous, you, formal. Il, deux, masculine. Elle, deux, feminine. In French, even if we have 1 million boys, we have only one girl among them. The subject we use is the ils, ILS, which is the il plural form. Even we have 1 million girls in a place and we have only one boy, it becomes masculine plural and we use il as well. To become elle plural, there must be only girls or ladies. Become elle. But it means in one word, when it is a group of boys or mix, is a il plural, and if it's a group of ladies only, is a elle plural. So there's an assignment for you. The first one, you are going to present your dad in French by using this paragraph, name, age, profession, nationality, and address in your paragraph, line by line. So the second one, you are going to present your mom in French. You present your mom in French, use name, age, profession, nationality, and address. The third one, you present your brother in French. Your brother in French, you use name, age, profession, nationality, and address. The fourth one, you are going to present your sister. If you don't have a brother, you present a cousin brother. If you don't have a sister, you present a cousin sister. You present your sister in French by using this in your paragraph, in your line, name, age, profession, nationality, and address. So put your assignment in the comment section and I will make sure that I'm going to reply you. If there's a correction, you see the correction on over there. Merci beaucoup, au revoir et à la prochaine fois. Merci, goodbye.